Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Chaitanya Chronicles, and today we are going to discuss about um, conditional statements, loops in Python programming language. And I know that some of the members have DM'd me saying that some other functions in Python and how it is useful and other things. So I will going to explain some of the inbuilt functions as well while going through this. And also first I will try to give some overview about some other inbuilt functions apart from my previous inbuilt function what I told. So I will try to give you guys some of the other inbuilt functions what are used in Python. Okay, so we'll straight away go into the coding part. And yeah, so second, yeah. So as we saw last time, so this was the inbuilt function, this one, and this was like a demo.py I used to start with the programming language. If you're not like, for example, like I can create the file also. Like for example, today is conditional and this one, but we can start with demo.py or we can start with conditionals.py. Okay, conditionals and loops. So conditions, maybe I can rename this conditionals and loops. Okay, so before that I will again go to demo.py to just start with some of the other inbuilt functions in Python programming language. Okay, so one thing is that so first what we have used, guys, we have know about the input, right? How we are using the input things. So what I will do is now I will just give so I will try to pass for input, right, one integer. Earlier in my previous video I have given the string value, right? So now what I will do, a equal to input, you know uh, enter the value of a. Okay, so this will be my a input. Okay, and next what I will do, I will take b equal to same, input equal to enter the value of b. So this will be my two statements. Okay, so now I need to do the what you say, so what I will do, I will do just to do, okay, print a plus b, for example, right? So I'll just do print a plus b. Okay, so if I just run this program, right, guys, so what will happen is that, so enter the value of 3, a sorry 3, and b is 2, for example, right? So but if you see the value, right, it is not giving me the value of 5. Okay, it is giving me the value of 32 here, because by default, okay, input is a string variable. Input returns string. Input return string type. Okay, so because of that, what it is doing, instead of doing the addition, guys, it is doing the concatenation of those 3 2. It will be 332. Okay, so now what I need to do is, so to get the proper value, right, so we need to do the typecasting here. So for example, so here there is one inbuilt built-in function in Python called int. Okay, so I have passed two arguments, and same for b also. Okay, so what now it will happen is that, guys, so this will be the string, return type string, and I'm typecasting to the integer data type. Okay, and the b also same thing I'm doing. So now if I just run this code, right, for example, I'll just save this and I run this, enter the value of a, enter the value of b, and now it is giving the properly 5 for me. Okay, so this is how it should work, guys, because a lot of members, right, don't know exactly like how to typecast, or how to what is the return type for input, because input returns always a string type and input always returns the float type. So for example, now, so same thing, right, something I will just do float here. Float is also another important inbuilt function in Python. Okay, so what I will do, I will just give python demo.py. Here I will give 3.2. Here I will give 4.5, and the output will be 7.7, guys. Okay, so this one, please make sure that you guys are handling these things in a proper way, so that you guys will get to know what is the things are there. Okay, so this is how the integer and float conditions will work. And see, again, another thing what I want to say is that, so there are different inbuilt functions in Python. Okay, so you just need to understand the various architecture and various sorry, not various architecture, various inbuilt functions arguments also, and also what it is exactly doing. Okay, so that is how you can just think like, see, that I am just giving you guys the some of the very useful inbuilt function. It doesn't mean that all our others are not useful. Others are also useful in their own context, guys. But what I am trying to give you guys is the proper things. So there will be like some this one called what I can explain is, now what I can do is, there is another integer, this one called pow. Okay, so pow will take what, guys? It will take two arguments. Okay, now what I will give, I will just give a comma b. I will just take the input a comma b. Let us take it as int only here, because float, again, it will become like a dot point something something. Okay, so let us take me int. So what I will do, so pow this one, so let me allocate this as a c variable here, c equal to, okay, now what I will do, I will print c. Okay, so now you see, guys, so what I will do is, I will just do python demo.py here, and now what I will do, I'll just give 3, and I'll just give, it will become 3 to the power of 2, that is 9. So if I give 3 to the power of 3, it will become 27. So this is another inbuilt function. So like that, we have different inbuilt functions in Python. So what you guys can just do is, like, as I told in my previous this one, so there is a link for in all the inbuilt functions. You guys can go and refer there. Okay, so these are all the inbuilt functions, because I got a DM like, where int is used and where float is used and other things. So that's why I am just, recalculating these things, because at the end of the day, right, you guys need to understand all these concepts, because input will return string type. So I need to typecast that to int, so that it will become an integer variable at the end of the day. And so next, float is also same thing, like it's like a decimal value. And now pow is a inbuilt function which is used for going to the power of that. For example, if it is like 3 square, 3 cubes, like that, it will happen. Okay, so this is how this works, guys. Okay, this is for inbuilt functions. So I will just continue my uh, you know uh, continue my video with conditional and loops now. Okay, so let us start with conditional and loops, guys. Okay, this is very important concepts in Python. So because, see, how many types, and also I will discuss about functions also. To be honest, functions I can make a separate py file, and I can just contribute there. But what I will do is, first I will start with very important concept, that is conditionals and loops. Okay, so what is the conditional and loops? That is the main thing, guys. Okay, so now what I will do is, I will take two variables, guys, x equal to, as I told, int input. I will take input, enter a number, enter a number a. Okay, so next what I will do, next the same thing what I will do is, so now y equal to, enter the number, or enter the number x, or enter the number y, so that it will be assigned a proper variable. Okay, so now what it will happen is that, so if statement I will use, guys, if is a inbuilt this one, if x is less than y, you know print, and this is the syntax for this is a syntax in Python. Okay, so saying that, okay, if is a keyword, okay, x is a integer variable which I'm taking input of the from x variable, y is the input I'm taking from input from the y variable. Okay, so now if x is less than y, and always you understand, in even in for loop or even in while loop, anything, okay, in Python, okay, so it will always end with colon. Okay, so one statement, for example, if you write like while, okay, I'll just write, so for example, while, Okay, so I'll pass one boolean called true. Okay, so this should also end with uh, this one. Okay, so for example, if you see this, right, true, true, I'm just passing this, while true means it will not go to it will just break the statement, and if it is like not true, it will come to the this one. Okay, so that is where it is important. Okay, so this is where we need to understand this thing in a very systematic order. So always any conditional statement or any iterative statement in Python will always end with, I mean, end with, not end with, it's like a that statement, whatever you write, that conditions or that loop. So you need to this one with the colon, and afterwards the writing things like print. If you want to print, you need to print. If you want to write the logic, you can write the logic. So this is how it happens, guys. Okay, so always make sure that your proper syntax is there, because if you take this if statement here, the print statement will not come here again. Okay, here it will not come again. Okay, because indentation in Python, right, very important. Indentation is very important, so it should align in the proper section, saying that if this is a condition, this is a print, that should always come with the tab. So if you see the indentation here, this indentation is indentation, so these statements after that will be after the giving the spaces. Okay, so now not required to give while now. As of now, I'll explain you guys while later. So now another important keyword is there called elif in Python. Okay, I will explain you guys why this is important, because elif, I will explain why this is used. Okay, so now what it will happen, x is greater than y. Okay, next else what, guys, print x equal to y, right? This is very important. Okay, so I will explain elif. Okay, so now if you write if statement, right, if statement here again, if statement again here. Okay, for example, this is also correct only, I'm not telling this is not correct, but what will happen is that conditional flow will happen from if x less than y, it will just calculate. Okay, if it will come again to here and again to here, all the three conditional statements, it will try to capture the information here. Okay, because you are writing again if statement here. Elif means what happens, guys, is that if x is, for example, if it is less than y, so this statement will actually pause here, and it will print here only directly, because it will not execute elif also, it will not execute else also. Same thing, if elif is executed, it will not execute if also, it will not execute else also. So your conditional statements will be get optimized, so and it will only check your only one thing or one flow, whatever it is there. If you write multiple if statements here, again it will check if statement x less than y, and again it will come x less greater than y, and afterwards if it is x equal to y, then it will come to the third one and it will print. So elif is always the conditional statement optimizer in the conditional statements. So now what I will do, I will just do cls here. So I will just do python conditional and loops.py. Oh, sorry, guys, I need to give python here. Become python. Okay, 1 second. Conditionals and loops. Okay, so now it's like enter the number of x, so like I can give 3 here, I can give 2, always it is telling x is greater than y. Okay, and next what I will do, I will just write 2 here and I will write 3 here. So next x is less than y. Next what I will do, next I will write, I will just do cls so that it will be visible properly. Next what I will do, again I will write the conditional statement here, 2 x is equal to y. So it's like a multiple, if you want like multiple statements here, and if you want to check the property of these things, so this is a really important thing in python, saying that okay, for example, if you want any conditions, it's very easy in python. So see, it's easy anyways, the syntax is very easy, but only thing is you need to understand why this is used, and also the colon always represents the conditions, or for loops also. I will show the for loop also, but this one you need to understand the syntax here. So always it will end with the colon, and afterwards the logic begins there. So you can write a print, or you can write some other logic in the conditional statements, guys. Okay, so this is about conditional statements, and there are different types of conditional statement. As I told, there are different greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to, and or, we have different types of conditional statements. But yeah, so this is like a simple way to make you understand. I don't want you make much complicated about this. So that's why I want you to understand these things. So very important concept is that, so you need to understand these things. Okay, so now what I will do, I will go to loops, which is very important concept here. So let me, what I will do, I will just comment it out. Okay, next what I will do, I will go to loops concepts. Loops. Okay, so see, I am just giving some overview about these things, and later we will do some one or two real time projects also in Python. So we will see like how it works and other things, but as of now you just concentrate in itself in here. Okay, so now what I will do, I will just start with very important concept called while loop. Okay, so same here also in while loop. Let me just do one coding, and I will try to understand like how it works and other things. Okay, so now I will do just do I equal to 1. So I'll just specify one value. Okay, so now while I less than or equal to 3. Okay, so now what I will do, I will print uh, success or something, success. Okay, so next what I will do, I equal to I plus 1. Okay, so now can you, in this code, right, you can infer that. Okay, so what is the code of this, right? So here I equal to 1, I less than or equal to 3, I equal to I plus 1. Again it will go to I equal to I plus 2, I less than or equal to 3, I equal to I plus 1. So I equal to, again it will go for 3, and again it will print success 3 times. So you guys can understand the simple code logic here, right? So what I will do, I will just execute this, and it will print success 3 times. As you know, this is a normal coding language. So what if I do I less than or sorry, greater than or equal to 3? So will it execute, or will it give some error? Yes, it will execute, but it will go to infinite loop, guys. So because, see, I less than or equal to 3, see, it will, this condition will not happen actually, to be honest. Okay, because again it will go to the infinite loop, and it will start giving some erratic message. So I can just again run it based on your whatever the code you will have, but again I will just do this. So now what I will do, it's not I less than or equal to 3. Sorry guys, one second. Okay, so what I will do, one second, I again it's like not giving, but that's fine. So you guys understood that I greater than or equal to 3, right? That should be fine for you as of now. Like this will always print success only as of now. So 3 times success, that should be fine. So later I will I will make you understand the concept of infinite loop. That's not a problem at all. So as of now you guys understand the while loop, right? So now what I will do is, so now uh, always make sure that your while loop will always make sure that again it's like ending with colon again, and also after that whatever the logic you want to write, you can write that thing. Because in Python it's very simple actually, to be honest. The syntax and all is very easy. So what you can do is, you can just make sure that you are using this kind of things. I mean, very informative way. You can just start doing, or you can just start exploring things in a right way. Okay, so this is while statement is done. Now what I will do is, I will just mention so very important concept called for, very very important concept in Python, which is for. Okay, So for loop, what I will do is I will just start with very simple for loop in Python. Okay, so what I will do is for, okay, I in range, okay, 5. Range is again one inbuilt function, guys. Range is again a inbuilt function. Very this is a inbuilt function again. So range I in range 5. So this is very simple problem, simple for loop statement. So what I will do again, I will just do Python conditional, and then a word is printing 5 times. So this is a very simple, and again, so this can be changed to here, this one also, to be honest. Okay, because I is never been initialized anywhere. Okay, if you just again run this program again, it will give the same answer. And also we are using underscore here. Underscore means it's never initialized, right? It's never initialized means you can use the value in the same direction. Okay, so that is how you can just check these things. And also you can mention here, see, again, you can mention multiple statements here, like multiple formats here. But what I want to do is, for example, now coming to, for example, right? I can use another inbuilt function, okay, which is input for the strings, okay. So very important. This one range is for range you can use for you know what do you say, range you can use for integers. Integers means you can just print like this, right? Range of 5 or something. So now for strings, what you can use is, so you can use one clear word here in for the this one string also. Okay, so now what I will do, I will start using for strings I will start using one array. Okay, so for example, students, let it be Chetan, Ravi, Anu, Sana. Okay, for example. So now what I will do, so I can use for loop now. For, okay, I in students. Okay, so print I, for example. This is a very this one for loop. So I am just showing this is for integer and this is for strings I am showing. So now what I will do again, I will run this thing. So now I need to get the all this Chetan, Ravi, Anusana. I will get it. Okay. So this is one thing. Okay. So now what I will do is for I, this one also, what I can do is students, instead of two students, I can just put range len of students also. So it means, so range is anyways returning the integer, len of students also will return integer 0 1 2 3. So it will be like length, sorry, 1 2 3 4. So length of students, range of I in 4, it will print I here. Okay, so now what it will happen is that, uh, so now what it will happen is that I, what it will display, guys, I, what it will display. Okay, I will always display 0 1 2 3 here, because this is an array. 0 1 2 3 it will display here. So this is how you can also check. And also you can give students of I to get again Chetan, Ravi, that one again you can get it using this. Now if you just go to again loops, again it will print the students of I, because students of I will refer to students of 0, students of 1, student of 2, student of 3. I will print 0 1 2 3. Okay, so this is how it works. So this is how for loops will work here, guys. Okay, so this is how powerful range and len keywords are there. This is called this is usage of usage of range and len functions, range and len inbuilt functions. That is very important, guys. Okay, so hope you guys understood this concept. So now what I will do is I will start with a very important concept called functions. Okay, so for that I may require to CLS here, and I will just start with functions.py, which is a very important concept. Functions. Okay, so why functions, I will tell you guys. The importance of function is that because it will be a modular approach, and also it will be very understanding to for coding also. For example, if anybody has coded something, right? So it will, if another person is seeing that, right? So if the modules are proper, and if the modules, the specific module have specific task to do, right, it is very easy to understand though. So you would have know about modular programming, which is a very important programming concept. So where you will use multiple functions, and you will call those multiple functions in different contexts, and also it is reusable, and it is having redundant, without redundancy it has that approach of the functions. There are different concepts here, and so let us start with one simple function called, so let us derive some calculator function, which is very important, I mean, which can be written in a very alphabetical, I mean, very decent order. So what I will do is, so first what I will do is, I will just start with, so another key, this is the keyword for function is def, guys. Def is the keyword for using functions in Python. Okay, so diff add, okay, a comma b. Let me introduce a comma b here, for example, and also again it will end with colon. Again, in Python, remember, colon is a very 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 important special character. Okay, so this is written a plus b. Okay, next the same thing I will do, def subtract, return a minus b. Okay, so again def multiply, again return a star b. Again def divide a star b. Again I can return here, I can add condition also, or you can remove this condition also, to make sure that I am not entering the b is equal to 0. So if you can keep, you can keep it, or otherwise you can remove it, or return, or okay, let us not be complicated, much complicated for you guys, just to understand this. So I'll just do return a by b. Okay, so this is a simple concept. Sorry guys. Okay, so this is a very simple concept in oh, again it is asking, but may remove this, that's fine. Why it's mandatorily you need to do this, what it is asking, I don't know. Okay, so very important concept here, return a minus b. Okay, next coming to uh, so whatever I want to do, right? Next, so what I will do is, I will display, see here I have called multiple functions here, 1 2 3 4 functions I have called, and again I can write diff main, which is very important. Main function should be there in Python again. So now what I will do, I will just try to print, so now add. Okay, so next I can give 4 comma 8. Okay, so now print subtract. Okay, 5 comma 10. Just give some random numbers, we'll see how it works. Print multiply. Okay, let us give 3 comma 7 only, that's fine. Okay, next print divide. Okay, 20 comma 4. Okay, so now what guys, so now I have given these things. Okay, so now I will just see whether it will run or not. Okay, it will not run, but I will just see whether it will run or not. So I missed one important section here, but I will explain you guys. Okay, so now what I will do is, now again it's Python functions.py. See, it will not run because I need to initialize main here, guys. Okay, this is a very important concept. Always don't forget to initialize main here, because the main will automatically call this function main, and afterwards it will execute all these things, guys. Okay, the functions what you declared, subtract, add, subtract, multiply, divide. So after defining this function, it will automatically go to this definition of this function, and afterwards it will print. So always make sure that your main is you are calling at the end. So otherwise I wantedly make that mistake, because you guys need to understand this concept. Because main, when you call this main, it will automatically go here. Internally it will call these functions, add, subtract, multiply, divide. So this is where you need to understand this concept very clearly. Okay, so now if we run, of course it will give the value here. So divide, 21 minus 5, 12, all these things it will give. So hope you guys understood the concept of, you know uh, functions in Python. Okay, these are very simple basic things which you need to understand. But again, so if you think like this is basic things, you need to make sure that you are doing it in a proper way and proper things and other things, right? So that's where I want you guys to understand these concepts very clearly. And so these are simple, but only thing is we will use in our day in and day out, guys. Okay, so later if I explain langchain and langgraphs, okay, so later if I explain about df, right, you should not have any questions. Or if I'm explaining about gen AI, any tool development, right? So if I write def in that statement, in that coding things, you should not have any questions, because these are all covered already, right? These are all the things which I am trying to do from basic, because you guys need to understand from scratch. So for beginners, it's very useful because it's from scratch, right? So you need to understand these basic concepts very clearly and very thoughtfully. Okay, so this is how it works. And there are different things also, dictionary, tuples, different other concepts also, but I will try to explain in my next video. So I don't want you guys to take one all at a time, because you need to have those hands-on sessions. So and also you need to get the knowledge of this. Maybe I would have done this in a very small time, but you just go to your VS Code editor and just do some hands-on on these concepts. And you guys can always DM me or comment in the in channel. Or if anything, if you have any doubts, any clarifications, I'm always available. So you guys can just get in touch with me. Okay, so this is where I want you guys to understand these concepts. And next in the next session we will go deep into dictionary, tuples, and other things, tuple, dictionary, and different kinds of this one in the Python, different types of what do you say, different kinds of uh, sections, dictionaries, sets, tuples. There are different things in Python, so we can make the coding easier in using those data structures, right? So those things are very important. And yeah, if any questions are there, please put it in a comment. And if you really like this video, like this information, please like and subscribe to the channel, so that more information, more tool developments are about to come. And I will make sure that you guys are understanding these concepts very clearly, and we'll go ahead together to the tool development part. But as of now, this is a foundation. This is a foundation that everybody should know about Python, because when we go to you know uh, tool development and all, I may not explaining this much deeper for you guys. Okay, but now I am able to explain you guys deeper, uh, because that is a necessity of this video, right? So that's why I'm trying to explain these things in a proper manner. Yeah, I mean, if you have any questions or any doubts, please feel free to reach me. And if you guys have any any other thoughts, for example, what real-time projects we can do using Python, just comment me in the DM so we can collaborate. And we can also I can also learn together with you guys. And so whatever I know, I am just trying to teach you guys. It doesn't mean that I know everything. So it means that even I am eager to learn. And let us collaborate and do together, so that it will help the community uh, going forward. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys, thank you so much for seeing the video. And if you like this video, please like. If you really have any questions, please comment. And if you know the roadmap, like why we are going this much, and also if you like this content, or if you want to share this content, please subscribe to the channel and share it to your friends also, so that they can also get the knowledge from this. And if anything is there, please reach out to me. Okay, okay, thank you so much. Have a nice day, guys. uh, yeah, see you in the next video.